We got off the train in Bath, a city in the United Kingdom. It was a fun ride with lots of beautiful views along the way. Bath is really old and has lots of interesting stories. A long time ago, the Romans made it a special place because of its hot springs. They built big baths here, which is why it's called Bath. And knew a lot about building things. One day, they came to a place with natural hot springs. They thought it was amazing because the water was warm and bubbly. The Romans decided to build a city there and called it Aqua Sulis, which means waters of Sulis in Latin. They believed that the hot springs were a gift from the gods, so they built big baths and temples to honor them. The Romans worked really hard to build the baths. They used stones and bricks to make the walls strong and sturdy. They also built special rooms with hot water pools where people could relax and bathe. People from all over the Roman Empire came to visit the baths in Aqua Sulis. They believed that the hot water had magical powers and could heal them if they were sick. Some people even threw coins into the water as an offering to the gods. As the years went by, the city of Aqua Sulis grew and prospered. The Romans built houses, shops, and other buildings around the baths. They even built a big temple dedicated to the goddess Sulis Minerva, who they believed protected the hot springs. Today, the city of Aqua Sulis is known as Bath, and the Roman baths are still there for people to visit and enjoy. Even though the Romans are long gone, their legacy lives on in the beautiful city they built around the hot springs. And whenever people visit the baths, they can still feel the magic and wonder that the Romans felt all those years ago. One of the best things we saw in Bath was the Bath Abbey. It's a huge church with tall towers that reach up into the sky. Inside, it's really grand with colourful windows and lots of people praying. Adults had to pay £7.50 each to go inside, but if you were a student, do not forget to take your student ID so that you can get so I got a discount. Many years ago, monks built the abbey because they wanted a special place to worship. Founded in the 7th century, it was reorganized in the 10th century and rebuilt in the 12th and 16th centuries. The monks worked really hard to make it beautiful, with intricate designs and carvings on the walls. In 973 Edgar is crowned King of all England in the Saxon Abbey. Archbishops Dunstan of Canterbury and Oswald of York performed the ceremony. People from all over came to visit Bath Abbey. They marveled at its grandeur and felt peaceful when they entered. The abbey became an important part of the city's history and culture. Today, Bath Abbey welcomes visitors with its stunning architecture and serene atmosphere. It's a place where people can come to reflect, pray, and admire the beauty of this historic landmark. In Bath City, the buildings are really special. They're made of a kind of stone called Bath stone, which is a golden color. The buildings are old and have a fancy style called Georgian architecture. That means they were built a long time ago when kings and queens ruled the land. When you walk around Bath, you'll see rows of these beautiful old buildings lining the streets. Some have big windows with intricate designs, and others have grand doorways with pillars. The streets are narrow and winding, making it feel like you're walking through a maze of history. In the city center, there's a lively atmosphere. People bustle about, going shopping or sitting at outdoor cafes. You can hear the sounds of chatter and laughter mixed with the occasional street performer playing music. It's a bustling place, but there's also a sense of calmness in the air, like time slows down just a little as you soak in the beauty of the surroundings. In Bath, there are so many cool things to do. There is the Pulteney Bridge. It's not your ordinary bridge, it's super special because it has shops right on it. Can you imagine walking across a bridge and doing some shopping at the same time? It's like having a mini shopping adventure while enjoying the view of the river below. Next, there's the Royal Crescent. This place is like stepping into a fairy tale. It's a row of really fancy houses all lined up in a big curve. Each house looks like it's straight out of a storybook, with its grand windows and elegant design. If you're into art, you've got to check out the Victoria Art Gallery. It's filled with all kinds of paintings and sculptures from different times. You can see beautiful landscapes, portraits of important people, and even some really cool modern art. Heath Theatre Royal. This place is super special because it's one of the oldest theatres in the whole country. Imagine sitting in the same seats as people did hundreds of years ago, watching plays and shows come to life right before your eyes. For all you fashion lovers out there, the Bath Fashion Museum is a must visit. You can learn all about what people used to wear a long time ago. They have fancy clothes from different time periods, so you can see how fashion has changed over the years. Last but not least, we have Sally Lunn's historic eating house. This place is extra special because it's the oldest house in Bath. And guess what? They serve a yummy treat called a Sally Lunn bun. It's a delicious bun that you've got to try when you visit Bath.